you guys can see me today. I am in my home, as you can see, so it's a little bit tight, but I should be able to work with the space. All right, guys, drop onto your hands and knees for me. We're going to do a little warm up down here. So starting with our forward wrist rocks. You guys are going to have the strongest wrists when we get back to the gym. 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely stuff. Sit back onto your heels. Just take one hand out in front, point your fingers down to the ground, and with the opposite hand, apply a little pressure, push into your hands, and stretch the front of that forearm. Lovely. And swap hands. Again, push that arm out as far as you can while applying a little bit of resistance with the opposite hand. Excellent. We're going to turn our fingers back towards our knees this time and go for 10 back rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on this last rep, guys, we're going to hold here for 20 seconds. So try to push through your shoulders, leaning back, keeping your palm in contact with the ground. Lovely stuff. Shake out the wrists. Excellent. Just back onto your hands and knees, and we're just going to do 10 scapula push-ups here. Keep your knees on the ground. You guys have done enough tough working out today. Just take your time here. Try to lock out the elbow, so keep the elbow rotated back towards your knees. And feel the scapula move. See how deep or how much you can pinch them together, and then how far you can pull them apart. Lovely, guys. We're going to come to neutral here, and we're going to do more, I suppose, scapular shrugs here. So I'm going to pinch my shoulders up to my ears and then draw them down to give me a long neck. So pinch them up and draw them down. So it's like a shoulder shrug, but in a horizontal position. It can be a little bit confusing. But just think of squeezing shoulders to ears and then creating the longest neck you can. Lovely. Alrighty, when you're ready, we're going to do a couple of hip lifts next, taking some weight onto our hands. So I want you to start from your kneeling position. Palms are out in front, ready to take weight. You're going to push away through the shoulders. From here, hands down, lift the hips, try and get the head through, and back down again. You can keep your toes pointed if you want. It'll give you a nice stretch on the front of the feet. If you want to tuck your toes, that's okay as well. So from here, hands down, lift the hips, put your head through, and back down again for 10. So big shrug, and try to open up those shoulders by pushing the chest back. Lovely. The closer you place your hands to your knees, the more challenging it will be. Lovely, Alex. Very nice, guys. We're going to take a little shoulder stretch in that same position. So coming into my downward dog, big shrug through the shoulders, keep your knees nice and bent, and just drop that head through. And hold here for about 30 seconds. Excellent. Get a good amount of space here between your hands and your feet. Really bend the knees and try to open up through the chest. "15 seconds. Lovely, and relax. We're going to do one more stretch, guys, looking after our lats, so into the side body, just underneath our shoulder. So coming onto my hands and knees, I'm going to take one hand out in front and place the other hand on top. From here, dropping my chest through and then twisting and trying to apply a little bit of pressure down onto my arm and into my shoulder. And by doing so, I should feel that stretch just underneath here in the side of your lat. Do you want me to do that one more time? We'll do the setup together. So from hands and knees, you reach out in front with one arm, take the opposite hand in front, interlock the fingers. And then as you drop the chest, you're going to twist down. You can rest your ear onto the side of your arm. And you're trying to apply pressure to feel that stretch into your lat. Lovely, guys. 20 more seconds on this side. Lovely, and change to the opposite side. Very nice. Out you come. We'll do a little bit of bunny hops today, but before we get into it, I just want to once again try and open up our chest as much as we can. So we'll do a little bunny hop stretch, and then we'll do some jumping bunny hops. So bringing the soles of your feet to the wall, hands are under the shoulders. I'm going to press tall, so push away, taking my feet onto the wall, and then just generously bend the knees and drop those shoulders back to the wall. All right, and really try to push through here. This is quite a tough position, so just see if you can get anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. And if you want to do 2 sets, you can. Very important, guys, that you shrug through the shoulders. So really push tall, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Lovely. And you can play around with the placement of your hands. Drop that chest through. Lovely stretch, well done. Making sure those hands are shoulder width apart and not any wider. Excellent, guys. Lovely, Philly, really good shape. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll come down and we'll turn to face the wall this time. And we're going to work our way up to 10 to 12, whatever feels good, bunny hops. And I want you to do them on the wall today, and we're going to use the wall as a target for our feet. So if anybody wants to really go for it and try and get their hips over their shoulders, they have the wall there as a safety barrier. All right, so place the hands about a fingertip or a little bit more away from the wall, or a finger length, should I say. All right, from here, guys, big push to the shoulders, just like we did before. Bend the knees, jump, and pull the heels to your hips. All right, and if you can, see if you can get the soles of your feet onto the wall in a really nice deep tuck, and then push the chest out and down. I just want you guys, before we do this, to think about subtlety. The jumping, the landing against the wall, the landing of your feet back on the floor, all should be nice and light. So use the upper body to control your body as you're landing and jumping. Beautiful, Philly. So guys, have fun. We'll go for about 3 or 4 minutes. 3 to 4 reps and you'll be absolutely wrecked. So rest as you need in between. Yes, Alex, very nice. Super, Nicole. Let's see if we can get feet to that wall, guys.
And when you're like going up against the wall, do you kick up or do you like put your feet together and bounce up?
Really good question, Juliet. So for this one, I call it the bunny hop because I want you to jump off 2 feet together. Just like you see a bunny run. You know, they kind of hop their hips in the air.
So
yeah.
You show Jane and she can.
Excellent, Philly. So close. Think hips up first, Philly. Okay, Juliet, I'm watching. Really good. Now I want you to jump your hips a little higher, Juliet. Try to get your hips up to the wall. And remember, it's not easy. So if you look around, it's a really tough movement to do. And it takes a little bit of practice. So it might not happen today, but if you keep practicing, eventually you'll get up there. Hips up, Carly. And just so you guys know, this is a harder entry than the normal lunge or split leg to handstands. Yes, but we're getting close. Lovely. So we're going to have a little bit more fun with this one, guys. And I'm going to allow you kick to handstands. And then we're going to draw our feet down the wall to come back into our tuck position. So just coming at it from a different angle. Let's do a couple of kick-ups for practice. So you guys all know the drill here. We haven't done this sequence in a while. So we'll go back to basics here, starting roughly body length from the wall. We're going to lunge halfway. Even my hands now, they're already reaching down by my side. There's lots of tension. I'm going to reach the wall and come to my T position. All right, so I'm going to do about 5 to 10 of these. If you feel like they're easy, you can just do 5. I'm going to show you a couple of progressions here. Then you're going to take it to a 1-leg lift off. So from here to the floor. Okay, that was a little bit too much. I didn't mean to go all the way. All right, just a slight kick up. And then when you're ready, guys, we'll go all the way to your handstand. Remembering, if possible, not to get your heels on the wall, or just lightly if they do. Okay? So again, we'll go for about 5 minutes practice. Lovely. So be mindful, guys, in that T, in the first progression, are your arms bending? Are you...
I can't do that one. Like, if you actually looked at me, you'd laugh because it's that bad.
I had a little giggle there, Philly. So guys,
I'm just so bad at it. Like, I don't know what's going on.
It can be to do with mobility as well. But just be mindful if your shoulders are sunken in, elbows are bent. If you land on the wall like this, you're going to have very little pressing power. So
did you leave one of your feet in the one spot at all time?
Yes, I'll show you again. So even for slow motion, so this front foot stays where it is. I reach to the wall and then kick that back leg. Most important thing here is extension through the lats and shoulders and a locked out elbow. Better, Philly. And really try to, so don't stop the arms here, guys. I want you to keep those arms moving. Try to get them past your ears. Lovely, Philly. So much better. And as I said, guys, progress at your own level. If you want to take it to 1 leg and then eventually a handstand. Lovely, Nicole. Good, Juliet. So Juliet, you can take hands to the floor next. Okay, Carly, I want you to think of that fast kick with the back leg. So be aggressive.
Sorry. What are you making?
Sorry, Nicole?
Oh no, sorry. Said something to Zoe.
Oh, that's okay.
Dutch.
When you do a handstand, you kick up, right? like you don't jump up like the bunny.
Exactly, Juliet. So can I show you again if you watch me? So this time we're starting with one foot in front of the other, and I'm going to be jumping off or kicking off my front leg. So as I lean down to the floor, this leg is going to jump my other leg up to the wall.
Makes it look easy, doesn't she? Okay, Julia, off you go.
So again, some people try to rush it. So I want you to do a strong jump, but not too fast, Juliet. So I want you to stay in control of your body. And really strong arms, Juliet. Show me how you can keep that elbow super straight. Beautiful, Juliet. Couple more like that and you'll be up to the wall. Nice, Alex. Yes, super, guys. I got a good few getting up there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys back in, show you another progression. Two options here. If you can kick up to the wall, we're going to bring our feet down into a tuck. And if not, I'm going to get you to do a chest to wall or an angled handstand with your chest facing the wall. And we'll come into a tuck that way. So just make sure you guys can see my legs as best as you can. So you're going to kick up to your wall. Give yourself a little bit of space between your hands and the wall. Push the chest away. And then very slowly drag your heels down the wall, getting them as low to your hips as possible. And when you get here, I want you to take one knee off and pull it into a tight tuck. And then maybe you can pull the other one off. Now you might fall right down to the floor, but maybe you can get a little bit of balance there. All right. Take your time with this, guys. Give yourself as much space between your hands and the wall as you feel you need. If you're not able to kick to handstand just yet, I want you to keep a quick look up here. You're going to go from a angled handstand on the wall. So think your downward dog position, get your legs up, and you're just going to pull your knees down to your chest, and you can step them back up again. Pull your knees to your chest, and back up again for a couple of reps. Whew, and that's a good workout. And see, so the challenge with this one, Carly, is how close you can get your hands to the wall. If you need to walk the feet down, you can, if that's ridged. We'll take this down. All right, let's see it. Jackie, beautiful. Keep your feet flat on the wall. Take your hips off the wall slightly. Good. Now point your toe. Pull that knee down to your chest even more. Keep pulling. Very nice. Good dismount. Nice, Nicole. Take both together. Beautiful, Nicole. Lovely. A little bit of air time there. So if you find, guys, that you are falling straight off the wall, take your hands a little bit further away, like another inch back. And you can use that little overarch to balance here. How you doing, Juliet? I'll watch again.
So I can't stay against the wall yet.
Will you show me? Because I didn't get to see your last one. Nice, Carly. Good. Let's get that heel to the wall. Get that foot all the way to the wall, Juliet. Lovely, Jackie. So close.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I was actually on the wall?
That's
my butt was.
Yeah, you can leave your hips like nearly over arch, Jackie. Nicole, try leave your hips on the wall.
Okay.
And push the chest away. Lovely, lovely, Philly.
I'm trying.
One leg at a time when you come out. Bring those knees together, Donal. Don't have to call you Kermit the Frog. So we are advancing a little bit, guys, just having fun with handstands. Lovely, Nicole. And if if you're still just practicing kicking up, that's absolutely fine as well.
It feels heavy on the back part. Is that normal?
When you say heavy, can you describe it a little bit more?
A lot of pressure
A
on the
lot of,
lower back.
like on your spine.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason, so if I've told you to overarch a little bit more. So when you do arch, that's going to compress the spine a little bit. Now, when you pull your knees down to your tummy, that should bring you into a tuck and create more space again. So just be careful, Nicole, you might be overarching a little bit too much.
I think it's a flexibility thing.
But it's good to be aware of that. It's just when you stick your tailbone out, so that's going to compress my spine. When I tuck my hips under, now I'll have a lot more space here.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try.
Space of overarching. Nice, guys. And we're gonna finish with a couple of endurance handstands in a couple of minutes here. Lovely. So I have one more attempt here. Nice, really, really good line, Carly. See if you can get those knees a little bit lower. Push your chest through. Super. I know that's absolutely killing on the shoulders. Knees together for me, Donal. Oh, beautiful, Jackie. That was excellent. All right, Philly. Slowly, 1 foot, Philly. Leave 1 foot on the wall. Look at the balance. Good, good. Nice.
I just can't.
No, but it's all about just having a little bit of fun.
I feel like I'm getting better with balance.
Exactly.
Billy, you are so good.
Yeah, you stop flirting with me, you.
This is like the most exhausting handstand.
Oh,
So like a couple of things here. I'm not too worried about shape at all, or even balance. I just want you guys to kick up and like have a little bit of fun. Don't think too much about it. And the second thing is you're getting a great workout because it's absolutely exhausting.
My mind's under that. I'm bet you I'm like in the red right now.
Always just check in, guys, when you do kick up that you're not holding your breath.
I'm
I
always
find
holding my breath.
I'll come down and I'm like, oh God. So remember to breathe. All right, guys, I'll let you cool off. We have another couple of minutes and I'm just going to do some endurance work. So we're going to go from 30 to 60 seconds. Everybody can kind of choose where they're at. And I'm also going to give you a choice in the type of handstand you do. So you can kick up to the wall or you can do a chest to wall handstand and walk as close as you want with your hands. All right.
which one's more beneficial?
So it depends, Philly. The chest to wall for shape is probably better. If you're able to kick up to the wall and you're doing back to wall, I'll challenge you to get your hands as close to the wall as possible with maybe an inch between your wall and your finger.
Okay.
Further away your hands are from the wall, that's when your heels are too far past your head and your center of gravity. So that's not really going to help you in like a balancing handstand later on. Whereas with the chest to the wall, it keeps you in that more of a hollow shape, which will be better. But they're all good practice. So if you can do both, maybe have a go in both of them. All right, give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're ready to get set up for the first handstand. All right, and remember, if you're not kicking up, we just walk your feet up the wall. Juliet, do you know how to do that one? The chest to wall? Yeah, excellent. All right, guys, so I'm going to get the clock on here. And as I said, anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds, do your very best. All right, up we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Lovely line, Carly. Good, Donal. Let's get those big toes together, ankles together, Donal. Very nice. Beautiful, Jackie. And I'm going to challenge you to get those hands even closer on the next one, Jackie. Nice, Alex. Now, Alex, pull your head and shoulders away from the wall. Very nice. Excellent line, Nicole. Really good position with those hands. And Philly. Juliet, let's see it. Guys, we're at 30 seconds. Nice, Alex. So you can see the shoulders will fatigue here. 40 seconds. Beautiful, Juliet. Juliet, can you push your toes higher on the wall? Really push your toes as high as you can. Lovely tension. Guys, that's 55 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. All right, we'll take a good 90 seconds rest here. That was fantastic.
I was overbalancing on the right hand side and I couldn't correct it.
You had too much weight onto your right shoulder.
Yeah, like I could feel my feet kind of falling towards the right, and I kept trying to pull them back, but
Yeah. So what I'll get you to do is think about your hips. If you can think about sliding your hips over. And again, if the weight is on your right shoulder, so you'll be probably thinking, I'm going to need you to, if you watch me here, push away from with that shoulder.
yeah,
So if I'm up and I have more weight on this side, I'll probably look something like this. So I need to push myself over to the other side.
yeah.
The other thing I'm going to give you guys, another little option here for anyone that's very comfortable in your handstand, and 60 seconds was no problem to you there in that back to all handstand. I have a little balancing drill that you can do here. So I'm going to have to make sure you guys can see my legs. So quick little measurement before I do my handstands. I'll stand with my back to the wall and just make sure you can see. I'm going to measure my shin length away from the wall. So can you see me here? So if my knees are together and my sole of my foot's on the wall, so I'm one shin length away from the wall. And that's where I'm going to place my hands on the floor, where my foot was. So I can even just turn around, make sure my hands go there. Then when I kick up to the wall, I'll try to get one foot up there first, and I'm going to do that same shape here. One shin on the wall. And then from here, I'm going to see if I can bring that foot, and I might keep falling back, but I have that little safety. It's very important you keep your knees together. Okay, and it's just a little bit of fun to balance out in your handstands. And you have that little foot there just as a little target to keep bringing back. Jackie, you look, it's a fun one. You can't, the wall is there, the floor is there.
That's actually terrifying. We'll try it.
So do the little measurement. Nice, Nicole. Just keep moving your foot away as much as you need, the one that's on the floor. A big key for this one, guys, glue your knees together in the handstands. And you're just extending one knee up and down. All right, guys, let's go for the second round. Clock is on.
I think I do.
Lovely, Nicole. Now glue your knees together, Nicole. Beautiful. Glue those knees together. So Nicole, when you go up again, I want you to glue your knees together like so. And when you're lifting this foot, try not to let this leg float towards the wall. Nice, Donal. And you can kick up and down and practice a few times. Good, Jackie. Now bring your knee out. Bring your straight leg, knee out to meet the other one. Good. Squeeze your bum away from the wall. Nice. Okay. You're a little over arched, Jackie, meaning your hips are a bit close to the wall. Want to take your hips away from the wall. Yeah. Good, Philly. Now glue your knees together. You might want to go a little bit further away. You're a bit close to the wall. All right, guys, we're about a minute practicing here. I'm going to go for another 30 seconds for anyone that was kicking up and down and wants another go. Knees together, Donal. Okay, now Philly, glue your knees together. By gluing the knees together, it's giving you a good straight line with your leg that's straight in the air. Good attempt, Nicole. Jackie, you're a little bit too far away with the hands. Your shin is not that long. All right, guys, I'm going to let you shake it off and we'll finish again with one more rep or one more round, should I say, of a handstand hold. And again, you can vary it. You can do something different if you need. But I want everyone in their handstands.
So doing the handstand, not the balancing.
It's up to you,
Okay.
whichever you prefer.
Try one of each.
So if you want to spend like the first 30 seconds doing some balancing work, and then you just want to practice for 30 seconds holding your handstand. I feel like we've really progressed with these handstand classes, guys. Getting more and more advanced. All right. If you feel ready, guys, off we go. So if you're doing the balancing one, guys, before you pull your foot off the wall, I want you to just spend time with one foot on the wall, one foot in the air. Nicole, glue your knees together and use your knee to help you find that line. Jackie, lift those hips away from the wall for me. Keep pushing off the foot on the wall, lift the hips. There you go. Inch your hands 1 inch closer, Jackie. And go again. All right, Philly, here we go. Good. Really good line, Philly. Philly, the heel that's on the wall is a little bit too bent. That leg is a little bit too bent, to keep your foot a bit higher, if you know what I mean.
I'll have to watch it back. Do you know when you're upside down and your shoulders are like fried, they can't like hold you up any longer? That's what stage I'm at now.
And it is, if you are curious, guys, either watch this back or take a video of yourself, because I find it so helpful. Sometimes I'm up in a handstand and then I look at the video and I'm like, now don't be overly critical of yourself either, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that's not what I thought I was doing. So it's always good to be able to give yourself a little bit of feedback.
Jane, where do you look? Do you look to your hands, or
Yeah, so
where are your eyes going?
the best one I always say, so if my hands are here, my ears are between my arms, and I'm going to look up through my eyebrows like so, and I should be looking at the imaginary line between my two thumbs.
Okay.
So it's the difference between, so you often see people in the handstand like this. All right, their head is way back, and that's going to cause arching in the spine. Whereas if you can still look at your hands, so I can see my thumbs right now, but I'm looking up through my eyebrows rather than sticking my head completely out.
Okay.
So that's a good question. Nice, Jackie. I'll spend a little bit more time, guys, on this balancing one next week. I kind of just threw it at you guys today, but there's a couple more things you can think about, a couple more progressions we can spend time in that will make that one a lot more useful to you. All right, let you guys have one more go and then we'll finish.